Hello and welcome back here on my English YouTube channel about my Lego City project called Brickworld. And in today's update, you can see it right now, we are going back to the big cinema project. We're going to work once again inside of that insane big building. We're going to integrate more of the big cinema room itself and also for the first time integrate the screen, so the movie is running today. Our first task for today's update is working at that gap here. As you can see it right now, we have to fill up here some space. There's going to be some fake rooms. There's just going to be 2 doors, so there are potential rooms behind it. We're under the rows and just adding the walls, and then on top we can start working with the missing part of the big cinema room. So as once again bought a lot of new parts, in that case 1x2x2 bricks in white color, and as you can see here, these are no normal numbers anymore, but I need a lot of parts here to fill up everything in a project like that cinema project here, of course. And also I also added here 1 light more. As always, I'm using the light system from Light My Bricks, but I have to integrate everything at the right location at the right time, because later on it's possible you are not able to integrate lights where you want to have some lights, so you have to really think in advance. Here you can see the 2 doors I talked about. Now we can just fill up the missing wall here on the left and right side. Here's, by the way, the back entrance from the other side. That's something we built just a few updates ago. Light is on. You also can see that the other light just laying around is also on. So we can just work here building up the wall, and then we can start working adding the missing rows here on top of that. And then it looks like that. And as you can see, I also added more of these 16x16 plates here in light bluish gray. These are our, in the entrance area here below. You can see the roof is going up here. Of course, it's a little bit a complicated build because we have a lot of different angles, a lot of complicated building techniques. But I think at the end it looks very nice, or it will look very nice. And we have now all added here. So everything is on place, everything is connected how it should be. And that's a very big step, because now we have all the parts done here in that big cinema room until the area where we are top of the entrance area. And yeah, I'm just glad that everything comes together step by step. As always, it's a big project. It took me a lot of time. Sometimes I have to go some steps back to check out something, to test something, to rearrange some stuff. But as you can see, the building is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And also what's going to be big is the screen of that project here. I showed it to you some times ago. But first of all, I want to integrate some more of that missing wall here in the black color. And then we're going to integrate the big screen for the first time. But before that, I got once again a little message here from Felix. He's 8 years old and coming from Switzerland, and he sent me his minifigure to put it in the cinema. That's our big cinema community project, as you might know. So if you want to integrate or want to send in your minifigure to have a place here in the cinema, just send it to the address. You can find it in the imprint here on the YouTube channel or on the official Brickworld online shop webpage. So thanks to Felix, and as you can see here, we just added the missing part for today's update. Once again, another part of that black wall. We added the missing light, so we have already 4 lights integrated here. It's of course going again here to the back side when we're going to add the missing parts. But that's something for another update, because in today's update, something else is our big topic. As I said before, we're going to integrate the big screen, so the first movie ever can really run here in the cinema. So first of all, I need to start with some fundamental construction here, and that's as always in different colors. I also put it in or cut it in 2 big holes. Here's the screen going to be placed. And of course we need some place here for the cables running in, and that's the place where the monitor itself is going to be placed. I already removed the normal standing part of that monitor. It's just here on the floor. It's an old monitor. I think it's already 10 years old or so, but it's still running. I just found it here, and I just want to put it in here. And I think it's quite nice because it had a nice size. It's 23 inches, I think. And it fits perfectly here in that location. And then we are going to start working to integrate the screen itself here in the cinema. And that got a little bit complicated because we have to make sure that everything fits in, everything stands, and all the cables are running at the location they should be. The cables are going through these holes under the table, and there's the possibility to integrate everything we need. As you can see here, that's our wrist parts of that standing part. And yeah, it just holds really well here inside. I just started also working here with some more of these black parts to integrate it perfectly here into the cinema, and everything connects now. I had a little bit, I was not quite sure if everything connects or everything can fit how I have it in my mind. As you can see here on my laptop, there's running an episode from Lego Dreams, and over the cable it's running also here on the big screen. So that's the first time ever a movie, if you want to call it like that, is running here in the cinema. Now you have the first real impression how I want to have that big cinema in the end. Of course, there's a lot of parts missing, a lot of seats missing. We need to add the roof and stuff like that. But it's also first time ever that the movie is running here on the screen. And I think it looks quite impressive. I really like it. I like the size of it, and everything fits in so well. It's even better than I thought when I had it in my mind, when I just first started thinking about integrating or adding that big cinema project to my city. And it's quite nice. I really like it how it looks. I also think it fits in perfectly. It's a very big screen, of course, but if you have seen IMAX cinema, for example, the screens are really, really big, and I think it looks quite nice, even with a movie like that running on the screen. And to get to the final goal of today's update, we are just adding some more parts to fully integrate that monitor here inside that screen, inside the cinema, just building up more of that black wall here, and also added some plates on top of it. Then we have that yellow stripe here that fully integrates the monitor here into everything. So it's really, really fits in it now, connected how it should be. And yeah, it's not falling down or falling on the people sitting in the cinema. And I'm just happy with the outcome. I really like how every of these edges connect. It fits in really well in the system of these studs here of the Lego system. And yeah, I'm just, I don't know what to say, but I really like it how it runs now. And I said before, a lot of stuff still needed. We need to add the missing parts here. A lot of updates coming, but I think adding the screen here, having the first shot here from kind of minifigure perspective here, looking on the screen, it's quite nice. And I think it's a very big addition to the city itself. Another big project running, and yeah, lots of stuff to do, but I really like how it comes out. And yeah, if you want to see more of my city, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and seeing more updates coming soon here on the English channel. And also, as always, feel free to write whatever you have in your mind on the comment section here. I really appreciate every comment. I'm really looking into it, and I really try to answer every comment. So stay tuned for future updates.